Namaste and welcome to Kataloka. In today's session, I will be narrating a story where Narada Muni received a curse from Prajapati Daksha. As we all know, Brahma created the entire universe. Initially, the population wasn't growing and Brahma was really worried. So, he created the Gandharvas, Yakshas, Asuras, Devas, and the Prajapatis. One among the Prajapati was Prajapati Daksha. Now, Brahma was thinking, alright, I have people who can help me in the process of creation. But what about knowledge? Knowledge is also very important, isn't it? So, he created the Manasaputras. And one among the Manasaputra, well, he is very famous. Let's see if you can guess. He holds the Mahati Veena with him and he wanders around the three worlds. He wanders by chanting Narayan, Narayan. Exactly, Narada Muni. One day, Brahma called Daksha and asked him, Daksha, I want you to go to Bhuloka with your wife Asikani and start the process of creation. Daksha was a very obedient child, so he agreed and headed to Bhuloka. Once he came here, he and Asikani gave birth to 10,000 children. Now, naming 10,000 children is a big task, isn't it? So they named them as the Haryashvas. They were grown up and very disciplined children. So Daksha called them and he started telling his work. He told them, see, you're very obedient, very disciplined, and I'm very, very proud of you. Now, I want you to go and continue the process of creation. Before you do so, go to the Sindhu river where it meets the Arabian Sea, take a dip, and then start with your journey. The Haryashvas were as obedient as their father, so they agreed and headed toward the bank. After they purified themselves, they saw Narada Muni coming. So they bowed in front of him, and Narada wanted to test them. So he asked, what are you all doing here? And they replied that our father has sent us. Now Narada got the chance. He asked them, alright, now tell me, what is the purpose of creation? Why do we have to do it? The Haryashvas were a bit puzzled. They hoped that at least one of their brothers will know it. They looked at each other, but none of them knew the answer. So Narada told the Haryashvas, as you are a big devotee of Lord, he will assist you in finding your answer. So why don't you head into that forest in search of your answer? So the Haryashvas agreed and headed into the forest. Days passed by, months, and that turned into years, and they never returned. There, poor Daksha was worried. His sons didn't return back and he was very worried about them. One day, he met Narada. Narada told him whatever happened and Daksha got very angry. Just in time, Brahma appeared and told Daksha, calm down. Please continue the process that I've assigned you with. Don't worry about all this. Daksha was an obedient child, so he agreed and headed back to his kingdom. Now, he and Asikni had 1,000 children. Now, 1,000 children, naming them is not an easy task again. So they named them as the Shabalashvas. Daksha fell in love with his children again. He was immensely proud of them. And one fine day, he called all of them and instructed them the same thing that he told the Haryashvas. So they headed to the Sindhu river. Finally, Narada appeared and the same thing happened. Even the Shabalashvas headed into the forest. This time, Daksha's anger had no control. He rushed towards Narada and started shouting at Narada. He asked him, how can you do this to me, Narada? I am trying to work and fulfill our father's mission, but you are just trying to stop me from doing so. This is not done. The way you made my sons be homeless, you shall be the same. Keep wandering around the three worlds forever. Daksha never realized the curse that he gave to Narada, but Narada accepted it. Days passed by, Daksha's anger came down. That's when Brahma appeared and told him, "See, Daksha, the way I gave you the work to carry on the process of creation, same way I asked Narada to make sure that only the correct and wise people carry on this process. The way you were doing your job, Narada was doing his." Now, Daksha realized his mistake and felt really sorry. The moral of the story is, when you're very upset, angry, happy, or excited, never take a decision. Always take a decision when you're calm, because all of our reactions or actions have a circumstantial situation to it. So, think before you act. Be wise, be smart. So, you should always think before you act. I hope you like this story. If you do, please give it a like, share it with your family and friends, and subscribe to our channel. Dhanyavad.